Hey guys, it's Raven Scry coming to you on the 1st of September. Now, Spirit's been pointing out to me that this is quite a significant month, and particularly for crypto. Now, as I've connected into the market for, over the many years that I've been here, in and out, they keep bringing my attention to September, October. Now, there was also connection into, and I know I've mentioned this before, but the magpies and the magpies' presence being shown to me around the times that are significant to be getting into the market. Now, I moved to a property last year at around this time, and the magpies appeared and they were knocking on my windows. Whether or not people fed them, I don't know what their story was, but the point is that they were there going, hey, take notice, take notice. So looking back, I feel that was very close to the bottom of the market. Now, they've returned again, these magpies, and they're knocking. It's been about a year and they're knocking again. So just felt to share them as a symbol and a synchronicity in my world. And so I've also been asking Spirit when would be a good time to be getting into the market for more of a macro, couple of years toward the top of the bull market. And I keep being pointed to September, October being very significant. Now, I also feel like, there is going to be undulation. There's going to be ups and downs, as there is. But I quite strongly got September and some of October as being quite important, quite significant. And for me, I feel as though I'm going to be doing some DCAing over this time. Now, it's interesting too because I'm checking into, to feeling whether there is going to be these more significant drops or not. And it really feels like there's a lot of mixed messages coming through. There on the one hand, there is this element of drop that I'm feeling, but I also feel like it's being somewhat eased or somewhat pulled up or pulled out quickly. There's more support than was initially thought in the way that the energy was coming through a little while ago. Now, another point of time that Spirit pointed me to was specifically the 6th of September and a week past the 6th of September. Now, not quite a week. It feels like 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th kind of time. They pointed to that patch of time. Now, I'm just going to give that to you. Now, that there's something going on there. Now, I could say it's a drop, but I don't want to say that. But there's something significant there to keep in mind. You have to understand this is a very fine dance, trying to navigate markets, whether you're a trader or whether you're a psychic or whatever you are. It's always changing, ever-changing space. So today I felt like connecting in to Spirit and just opening up to ask about September. September in the crypto space and anything they wish to show or share, and also in any way they wish to share the information. So it could be quite symbolic or it could be quite like actual. I might be describing something that's actually taking place. Now, I'm just going to leave it open and just let them share through this reading. So in doing it this way, it almost opens more space for each individual listener to receive their own information and synchronicities also. Okay, so as I connect, I'm being taken into like an empty space. It feels like nighttime, the stars, it's space, and it's like all of a sudden it's like I was floating here, and all of a sudden I'm feeling all this nervous energy in my stomach, and I'm suddenly free falling fast down. And it's like now there's a change of scene, and I'm in the ocean, choppy seas. And it's interesting, around ocean, there's always ocean that seems to come into this crypto story. But moving back to what's coming through, it's like I'm in this ocean scene and there's grey skies and it's very glum colouring. It's cold and it's rocky waters. The waves are chopping around. Now my awareness is being taken to what looks to be like a boy, like a rubber boy floating. Not a boy and a girl, like a rubber boy. I hope you understand what I'm referring to there. And it's in the ocean, and there's a large ship approaching, and it's shining its lights. It's got some sort of headlights on, shining through this misty, dark day. And I can see the rain. It's being lit up by the boat's headlights, shining ahead. Now I'm being taken inside the ship. Now it's large, and I'm taken into a room where there's people eating, and it looks like there's many people in here, and they may be workers of some description. Now, interestingly, overlapping this scene is a reference to the Titanic, and I'm shown now a reference to the jewels and to riches hidden away, locked away. And as I connect to this scene more, Spirit is wanting to replay part of this movie. So I'm not sure whether you're familiar with Titanic or not, but I'm sure many of you are. So they take me into a room, and there's a meeting taking place with the main characters. I think their names were Rose and Jack. Now, Rose is on the couch and Jack is painting her, and she's naked. And as I connect to this scene more, I hear this will be remembered. And it's like Spirit is somehow stamping this scene. And it's like a snapshot of time, a snapshot of a moment. And as I see the drawing of her later, it's like I'm moving through and past this time. I see this drawing fall into the water, and the moment is gone. So now I'm being taken to a scene where someone is crunching numbers on a calculator and trying to work out a budget and finances. And as I said budget, my head went really dizzy. And there is this scene with this person, and they're very caught up in some way, obsessing over what they're doing, almost forcing to try to make something work, but at the same time blocking out the world around them and also their connection to Spirit. This person now has something tied around their mouth, and it's like they're tied up, and I can almost feel it's like they're being taken lower. It's like there's a hostage sort of energy around their situation. And as I connect to this, my throat is starting to get really tickly and like I'm going to cough. So I just ask Spirit to remove the feeling from that. Now I feel like I'm back on the ship with this person, with the hostage person, with the thing around their mouth. And again, I'm dizzy here. It almost feels like I'm out of balance, and now I'm rocking back and forward, and it's kind of moving deeper into more like a seasickness as I try to balance. So now I'm taken down into the bottom of the ship, and it's as if there's a window that looks down into the ocean right at the bottom of this ship. It's very dark and it's cold. And in this part of the ship, it's as if it's an unheated part, like I've left the heated part into this colder area, this dark, cold area. Now I try to look out this window, but it's just blackness, and I almost see that the reflections are in some way inhibiting me seeing through the glass. And I just feel this coldness down here in the deep, dark ocean. Okay, so that's what's come through from Spirit, and it feels, I'm sure to many of you, very abstract as it is. It's come through more like a story, and I feel as though there's points in there that make me directly kind of correlate. I suddenly was free falling at the beginning, and fell into the ocean, this rocky ocean. So I don't feel like we're out of it yet. I don't think we're going to be pumping up to new all-time highs anytime soon in September. But there's almost like this appearance that, everything's wow, and then boo, fell down. So, and fell down to this rocky waters, this ship, and down the bottom of the ship it's like I can't see anything, and it just goes on and on for eons. So I feel like this sense of patience and being there a little bit more spread out. Like for me, I feel dollar cost averaging is a good way to go about moving into the market than just quickly buying everything up at one time. This is what is coming to mind from what's coming through from Spirit for me. But as for the Titanic references, I feel that this sense of jewels and locked away jewels. It's like there's a sense of possibility there, and there's also this snapshot of time where they're doing this painting, and it's almost like hinting at this. There's these jewels here for a moment in time. So it wouldn't surprise me if there was quite a like some sort of a flash crash or some sort of a small fall, but then being sort of swallowed back up. There is a saving element to it as well that comes through for me. And it is this flash of time. It's not there for long, or should I say the offering's not there for long. But in the way it comes through, it's like patience and persistence is very clear as important here too. Now, in reference to this ship, with the people on it and these people crunching numbers, and I'm sure there's many detailed elements going on here, but I'm going to hand it over to you guys to give me what's come through for you, your thoughts about how to interpret what's been given, because it's always very magical when you guys share what has come to mind and the connections in the comments, because it sort of opens up the picture more and connects us all around the globe more with our information. Now, one other thing that was mentioned, this person that with the crunching the numbers, and they were working out a budget or finances, and as I connected to the word budget, my head went really dizzy. So there's some significance with budget here within the way that came through as well. So guys, I'm going to leave you with it. Please comment below with your own thoughts and your own feelings, and whether you resonate with certain things that I've spoken of too towards the end here. So it really feels like it's time to prepare yourselves. Have your plans ready for what you're going to do. It's going to be big. It's going to be exciting. And for those of you who have been here with me for all this time, in and out, and life has passed and times have changed, I really appreciate you being here. And let's do this. Let's get some magic and some abundance flowing. I'll see you guys again real soon with another video. Raven Scry signing off.